It's time to go!
Welcome everybody, I'm your host Maverick, and today we're going to watch a European game with Czin, now known as Xill, as the blue Terran, and Igor as the red Zerg on everyone's favorite map, Xel'Naga Caverns. Not much going on right here, just making some SCVs for Xill and some drones for Igor. Nothing really too tricky going on in the opening game. It looks like Xill here is starting his first supply depot. You got 9 SCVs for Xill, or now 10, and 10 drones for Igor here. Another, looks like Overlord coming out for Igor. Looks like Xill here is now done with his supply depot. He's going to send out his SCV here to scout, and he is now putting up his first refinery. His scout passing the first Xel'Naga tower, nothing there to be too concerned about. Going around the gold here. Coming down. Looks like Igor sending out his 2 overlords here, and now Xill is in Igor's base doing a little bit of scouting. He sees that spawning pool going down. Nothing else from the Zerg going down at the moment. Going over here checking the natural, making sure the Zerg hasn't fast expanded. No fast expansion that he can see at the moment. Looks like he's just going to park his SCV right there to keep an eye on that expansion. Looks like Igor's overlords are slowly making themselves across the map. And his first barracks is just complete. Now working on a factory and getting up another supply depot. Let's look at the resources. Resource tab. Looks like Xill here is the only one with gas. Igor is now getting an extractor built, and his spawning pool is complete. A few Zerglings out on the map now. Looks like Igor here sent a drone out to capture this Xel'Naga watchtower to provide some vision across the map. Overlord still making their way across the map here. Looks like he's produced a marine and he's adding a reactor to his barracks. And out of his factory is going to be a Hellion. Looks like his orbital command is now complete, and he called down a mule. We see some Zergling movement here. Looks like he's going to do some scouting with these Zerglings. Looks like he's rallying the Zerglings here at his natural, sending 1 Zergling in, and that is not a sight he wanted to see. Factory with a reactor making double Hellions. Looks like he's making a tech lab here for his barracks. So it looks like we're going to see some Hellion action. Starport about to go down here. There's the wireframe for it, and now it's being produced. And it looks like he's moving his Hellions out. Going to do some scouting with his Hellions. Got some more Zerglings up here. Going to go to rally at the natural with their buddies. Let's keep an eye on these Hellions and see what they're doing. Looks like they're going to take a stop here at this gold before they figure out their next move. And it looks like Igor here laid down a hatchery. Oh, and they passed right, they went right past that queen. That queen didn't really do anything. But this queen is trying to defend the drones here. A few drones got toasted by the fire of the Hellions here. More drones getting toasted. Oh, Igor needs to move these drones away. He's trying to, but oh, does not look good for Igor. He's lost all his drones to this Hellion harass. This queen right there is trying to destroy some of these Hellions. That queen's coming back to destroy some more. Oh, she's trapped those two Hellions, and the Zerglings that were at the Naturals come back to help defend. He was able to kill off two of the Hellions, but one escaped. But this really has put Zerg in a bad spot. He has no more workers at all, and hardly any minerals to make additional workers, so he's going to have to spend time collecting minerals to make just one worker. Let's take a look at Xill's base here. He's got his starport up and running, and it looks like he is going to go for Banshees. He's researching the Banshee cloak, making another barracks here. Added a reactor to his barracks right here, making double Marines. No expansion yet for Xill. He's got his second refinery up and going, making additional supply depots up here around the mineral line. And this Zerg is hurting really bad. He's gotten some more drones up. Let's see. 7 drones to 22 SCVs. Terran's really pulling ahead with the mineral count thanks to that successful Hellion harass on the Zerg. Not much happening at Xill's base. He's just kind of turtling up, producing some units. Getting some Hellions out here. Making some more Banshees. His second barracks is up and running. And looks like he's going for a third Rax. Still no expansion from Xill yet. Let's see here. Looks like he's moved his Rax and is going to make another factory. So we'll have double factories and triple Rax. Alright, let's keep an eye on these Banshees because they're moving out. I'm sure we're going to see some Banshee harass here soon. So we'll come back to that. Still nothing for the Zerg. They took a big hit with losing all their drones. So they haven't really been able to produce any type of units. Looks like instead of going for additional units to defend himself, he's going to turn his hatchery into a lair. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We'll see if it helps out the Zerg. Looks like these two Banshees are positioning themselves for an attack. Coming over here to the Zerg base. Okay, now the Zerg definitely sees these Banshees out. And there's the cloak for the Banshees. They're attacking this queen. There's no cloak detection whatsoever in Igor's base. So now they're going to concentrate their full firepower on the hatchery here that's turning into a lair. With no sort of anti-air available to the Zerg, these Banshees are just going to town on this lair. Oh, and they re-engage their cloak. It looks like they're going to turn their attention onto the queens. Transfusion by the queen, trying to heal each other. Are they going to kill off these queens? Let's see, oh, they managed to kill one off. And looks like, yes, he spotted a Hydralisk den, so they're going to turn their firepower onto the Hydralisk den. Don't want those Zergs getting those Hydralisks. And they were able to kill off the Hydralisk den. They killed off another queen, but an Overseer is now out on play, so their cloak is rendered useless. But it doesn't matter, they kill off the other queen. With no queens and no additional anti-air support, these Banshees right here are just going to try to finish off this lair. Another queen spawned and was able to kill off one of the Banshees. The other Banshee's taking heavy damage, not able to cloak because of the Overseer, but will he kill off the lair? Oh, and he did! He killed off the lair right before his ship exploded. This really put Zerg in a bad spot they don't want to be in, because he just wasted 300 minerals on building another hatchery. He's turning his second hatchery into a lair and getting up 2 extractors, which pretty much wasted all of his minerals, because it looks like he's building additional workers here all at once. Trying to get back into the mineral game. I think it's going to be too late for the Zerg here, because yeah, Xill has 700 minerals to the Zerg's 185 minerals. And we see here Xill has now gotten some Hellions here and a Thor out. Let's see what these Hellions come up with. Oh, and they're blue flame Hellions, and they just roasted all those Zerglings. The Zerglings did not stand a chance against that blue flame. So they're coming in for additional attack. This Queen's trying to fight off the Hellions. Not really doing too well because of the blue flames. And the Thors backed them up. Now we got the blue flame harass. And Igor did not even GG. He just left in the nerd rage. Oh man. That was an awesome game by Xill. And another win for Tactical Gaming on the European ladders. And it looks like during that attack Xill's going to make his additional expansion here. Great game. Good job, Xill. And I'm Maverick, and I hope you enjoyed this cast.